Welcome back to today's college basketball pick video play for Saturday, November 25th, 2017. To get all of our college basketball plays for today's action, you can access those over at stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description. And be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Heading into this one, going to be talking about this ACC versus Big East matchup here between the Boston College Eagles and the Providence Friars. Give our take on who we feel has the better betting edge against the spread. The road team today, Boston College, coming in as about 9-point underdogs, and Boston College, they figure to be a bit more competitive this year than what we've seen out of them in recent seasons. Of course, Boston College being a squad that's been consistently in the depths of the basement of the ACC in recent years, but that conference from top to bottom is always highly competitive, and the Eagles just haven't had a whole lot of success in finding wins in their particular league. But so far this season, the Eagles, they've gotten off to a respectable start. They stand 5-1 overall, with their only defeat thus far coming against Texas Tech in what was a very competitive neutral site game. Boston College has won their last two outings, which came against LaSalle and Colgate, and really their 82-61 win over the LaSalle Explorers really stood out as a very good result here for the Eagles early on in the non-conference. So far this season, the Eagles, they have 4 players averaging in double figures, and it's been Jerome Robinson who's been leading the offensive attack, averaging 15.3 points per game. So the home team today, the Providence Friars, we just weren't impressed with what we saw out of them in their last outing. Perhaps they were a bit distracted by the fact that it was right before Thanksgiving. Maybe they were thinking ahead. I don't know. But they just didn't look great and crisp in their home matchup against Belmont. They went on to win that one by a final of 66-65 in what was just a really sloppy game. The Friars, they're going to need to play a lot better today if they're going to go ahead and pick up this victory. Providence has picked up some nice results this season outside of that last showing against Belmont, but they're sitting 4-1 overall, with their better wins coming against the likes of Washington and St. Louis on a neutral site. Their one defeat, of course, being that home game that they played against Minnesota. It was a pretty competitive matchup for about 3/4 of that contest before Minnesota kind of pulled away towards the end of that game. But the Friars, they haven't had anyone that's really taken things over on the offensive side of the ball. Right now, their leading scorer is Rodney Bullock, who's a talented guy, but he's averaging just 12.8 points per game. And the Friars, they just don't have that one guy that they're able to feed on a consistent basis and get those buckets. You would expect a guy like Cartwright to step up and be that kind of guy this year, but his offense just hasn't been able to take off, at least at this point in the season. So given how these two squads have been performing so far this year, there doesn't appear to be as wide of a gap as many would have expected coming into the season, although we expect Providence to come through here today behind their home court advantage. We see a competitive contest akin to what the Friars had in their last outing at home. So with that being the case, we're going to go ahead and side with the Boston College Eagles and take the points as the better value bet, getting about 9 points right now. So again, guys, siding with Boston College, getting the 9 points. If you're interested in getting all of our college basketball plays, you can access those over at stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description. Be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping on in, and we hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.